Yes. Shema, tell me the different organ of female reproductive organ system. Female, yes, the portion which I covered yesterday. Mm. Bit louder. A bit louder. Hmm. Okay. I explain also what is the function of ovary, what the function of oviduct. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. 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 Fine. So, Fatma Zafar. So what is the function of Fatma Zafar? What is the function of oviduct? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Let's start. Male reproductive organ. What? Again, a bit louder. Nabiha, a bit louder. Again, say again. No, no, these are actually the secondary sex character. Means like at the time of birth they are present, but they are in not mature condition. So that is primary character, and then later on at the time of puberty, they attain the maturity. Means hormones are release of hormone and its production of hormonal change means release of hormones and then of course this release of reproductive cells. So this is secondary characteristics. Okay. Okay. So let's start male reproductive organ. Here you can see. So the most important part is the testis. Here you can see this one. This one is the testis, and they are oval shaped, as you can see here in this picture. They are oval shaped structure present in pair, means they are on both the sides. You can see one is here and one is there. Let me take pencil. Okay, one is this and another is this. Okay, so they are oval shaped structure, present in pair and located outside the body cavity. So they are outside the body cavity. Body cavity means the cavity is present inside the body. They are the cavities of the body, and this is present outside the body. And they are where they are present. They are contained in a pouch of skin called scrotal sacs. Means they present in a sac-like structure, membranous sac-like structure. They are called scrotal sac. Hmm. Scrotum or scrotal sac means where they are present. If that is actually the pouch like structure, that is membranous pouch like structure, in that these testes are present. They are known as scrotal sac or scrotum. Scrotum and scrotal sac is the same thing. They are the different terminology used for the same organ. And the temperature inside the scrotal sac, that is also less than the body temperature. 2 to 3 degrees Celsius lower than the body temperature. Means the scrotal sac temperature, like here, this is the scrotal sac. So the temperature of the scrotal sac is less than the body temperature, about 2 to 3 degrees Celsius. And this is the optimum temperature required for the production of sperm. Means this is the feasible temperature. At this temperature, that the production of sperm possible. So for the production of sperm, a bit less or the lower temperature needed. That's why in scrotum, 2 to 3 degrees Celsius lower than the means 2 to 3 degrees Celsius lower than the body temperature is maintained in the scrotal sac. So what are the point? They are oval shaped. They're present in pair. They contain in a pouch, membranous pouch-like structure. They are called scrotal sac or scrotum, and their temperature is less than the body temperature, 2 to 3 degrees Celsius, and that is suitable for the sperm production. The sperms or male gametes are produced in coiled tubes called in the present in the testis. So if inside the testis, coiled tubes are present. I'll show you one more picture. So the coiled tubes are there in the testis. In that they are present. Sperms are present. I'll show you. See, they are the coiled tubes present here. So the sperms or the male gamete produced in the coil tube present in the testis. Here you can see inside in these segments the coil tubes are present, in that the sperms are present. And then the male sex hormone, that is testosterone, that is also secreted by special cell, and they are present in the testis. Means in the testis only the special cells are there, which release testosterone. Like female sex organs are also there. They are released by some specific organ in the female reproductive part and female reproductive system. In the same way, in male reproductive system also, male sex hormone is released by the special cell which are present in the or the formed in the testis. So testosterone, mute yourself. Testosterone promote the growth of male sex organ and the development of secondary sex character. So they promote the growth of male sex organs, sex organs which we are discussing right now. So they are means this sex hormones is helpful in development of secondary sex character, as well as to help in the development, means like development of the different organ of the male reproductive part. So this is the function of testis. Means its function is to produce the hormone as well as sperm, the male reproductive cell. So this is testis present in the scrotum or the scrotal sacs, and the sperm present in the coil tube. They are present in the testis. Now this is epididymis. Behind the ovary, coil tube is there, and that connect to the vas deferens. Vas deferens, they are the pair of tube arising from the each testis. Here you can see, I must have take pencil. Here, this is epididymis behind the testis, and to it only one. This is attached or continue with another tube. It's continue in the form of tube. That tube is actually the vas deferens. So this is vas deferens. This is epididymis. This is testis. Testis in the scrotum or the scrotal sac. Yes. So this is the tube-like structure. Actually, this epididymis that transfer the sperm into the tube, and the tube carries the sperm to the ejaculatory duct. It carries hair, and then this is the ejaculatory duct. Anyway, so Amar Zahid, am I audible to you? Amar Zahid. Okay. Now tell me the function of testis. Tell me the function of testis. A bit louder. You're not audible to me. A bit louder, beta. Please speak a bit louder. Yes, am I audible to you? Am I audible to you? But Amar, you are not audible to me. Okay, you stop. Dua, you tell me. Function of testis. You, I don't know why the voice is not clear. I'm not able to hear. Munazza, you tell me. Munazza, you tell me. Your voice is mashallah clear. Why these are, they are not? Your voice mashallah very much clear, and it's audible to me clearly, and I don't know what this boy is doing. Okay, you speak. What happened? Okay, fine. The testes, they are the oval shaped structure present in pair, and they are present outside the body cavity. So they are outside the body cavity and they are present in a pouch, and that pouch is known as scrotal sac. And that the temperature in the scrotal sac is 2 to 3 degrees lower than the body temperature, and that is the minimum optimum temperature for the what do you can say, for the production of sperm. And its function is to produce the testosterone also, and to develop the secondary sex character also. Then epididymis, it is that is coiled tube behind the testis. Here its function is to transfer sperm from testis to the vas deferens. So vas deferens is actually a pair of tube arising from the testis, and they just transport sperm from testis to the urethra. So its function is to just transfer here. Its function is to transfer sperm here. Just let me take pens here. This is testis. Here the sperms are formed in the coil tube. Then through this epididymis. This is epididymis. Here, hmm? Say again. Say again. Hmm. They are actually, if we more means like it's maximized, then we can see these are actually the are the segments are visible here like this. So in these segments, the coil tubes are there. So coil, these are the coil tube inside these segments which are visible in this diagram. Here in these segments, the coil tubes are there where the sperms are formed, and then it means the epididymis. They what do you can say? These sperm transfer to the epididymis, and epididymis transfer the sperm to the vas deferens, and vas deferens carry the sperm to the urethra. Okay. 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 So now the last part is urethra. So it's a single tube and it's a tubular structure. Urethra we studied in the fifth class also. In what this part we have studied. In which system we have studied? Can you tell me? Yes. Who will? Yes, in excretory system. So urethra is a part of the excretory system as well as the reproductive system. So here it is a single tubular structure, and that passes through the muscular penis and open into the exterior, and it serves as a passage for both urine and sperm. So these are the different organ of the male reproductive system. So the male reproductive system, basically the most important testis where the sperms are produced, and then the epididymis, the coil tube behind the testis, and then from the epididymis this vas deferens are attached, and then from the vas deferens is joined to the urethra, means its function is to carry the sperm from epididymis to the urethra. Okay. There are some glands are also there which are helpful. Uh, this is this prostate gland. This means the loop structure are visible on both the side. That is prostate gland, and this is also this is also one gland, accessory gland, seminal vesicle. So this is seminal vesicle, and this is also gland, bulbourethral gland. So there are some glands also which helpful in and which helpful to what you can they perform the function in a proper way. Yes, yes, these are the glands. Okay. So basically, what are the three different parts are mentioned in your book? Testis, vas deferens, and urethra. You just add this term also epididymis, which I explained you just now. You write and note down somewhere or in the book where these parts are written. So this also you write EPIDIDYMIS, epididymis. Okay, and you just note down the name of the gland: seminal vesicles, prostate gland, and bulbourethral gland. Are you noting down? Are you noting down? Here the spellings are visible on the screen. Seminal vesicle, prostate gland, bulbourethral gland. These are the gland, and this is epididymis. Fine. Yes. Now is it visible? Now is it visible to you? Okay. These are the spellings I'm showing you. So that you can write the correct spelling. So that you can write correct spelling. You take the screenshot of it. Yes. Yeah. Have you taken the screenshot? And then draw and the label in this way only as I'm showing you in this picture. Fine. Is it done? What again? Say again. Say again. I'm not understood means it's not clear to, it was not clear to me. Just say again. Seminal vesicle, prostate gland. Hmm? Bulbourethral. This is bulbourethral. Got it? Yes. Hmm. Seminiferous duct also they are another name for it. It's done now. You note it down? Okay. Now, Abdurrahman Salim, am I audible to you? Abdurrahman Salim, Alishba Tarif, am I not audible to you? Why are you not responding? There is no response at all. Mehtab Nadir, Mehtab Nadir, at least say yes. If you not understood, ask me again. I'll explain why you are quiet. Sadia Sadaf, Hmm. Tell me the different organ of the male reproductive system. They are the they are the part of male reproductive part, mean system. Urinary bladder and ureter. They're the part of reproductive system. Have I told this only? You were there in class or just now you joined? Hmm? Sadia? Okay. Sadika, you tell. Sadika, tell. What was the question just now I asked? Okay. Rectum is not a part of male reproductive system. Rectum is not a part of it. It's a part of digestive system. Understood? And in the same way, urinary bladder and ureters are not the part of male reproductive system. Only means urethra. Understood? Urinary, don't be confused with that. Urethra is the part of the male reproductive system. So the urinary bladder and ureter also no, they are not the part of the male reproductive system. Don't be confused with it. Okay. So the male reproductive part basically, what are the three important parts? Just now I told you: testis, vas deferens, and urethra. Okay, Muhammad Adib. Hmm. Good. Uh, Means the response it should be like this only. As I call your name, and the next moment, your response is there. You just tell me the function of vas deferens. It yes, it transport. Yes. Deep, you were telling something. Not audible at all. Yes, yes. Its function is to transport sperm from testis to the urethra. Yes. Shafak. Shafak. Yes, Shafak. Okay, listen one more time. Male reproductive system made up of some organ, and they play a specific role. And the most important is the testis, and the testis is the shape of the testis is oval, and they are present in pair, and they present a special pouch-like structure, membranous pouch-like structure, that is scrotal sac or scrotum. Just listen again, and I'll ask you then. And the temperature in the scrotal sac is lower than the body temperature, 2 to 3 degrees Celsius. and this is the optimum temperature which is required for the production of sperm. Okay, and the sperm or male gametes. So male gamete, if I say, or the sperm, that is the same only, and are produced in coil tubes. These coil tubes are present in the testes, and from the testis they are transferred to the epididymis, and from the epididymis is transferred to the vas deferens, and vas deferens carries this sperm to the urethra. It's a tubular structure, and that opens to the exterior. So it's all about this male reproductive system. Here I told you some glands also. They are not given in your book. You just note down. Just now I have given you time, and I told you also to note down the name of the glands. Have you noted down? So yes, ask me. Hmm. No, less than the body temperature, not the 2 to 3 days. It's lower than. They are not mature at the time of birth. They attain the maturity at the puberty. Puberty is the time period when the secondary sex characters are visible, or the reproductive organs are attain maturity. Yes, yes, yes. These all the glands they have full to show the secondary sexual character. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Right now, you just memorize the name of the glands, and that's good, mashallah. Epididymis, it carries the sperm from the testis, and it transfers to the vas deferens. It is behind the testis. It is behind the testis only. Okay. So this is all about the male reproductive organ. And yesterday we covered the female reproductive organ also. So now the only one topic is left in this chapter, that is fertilization. And this fertilization I will start in the next class, and then I will discuss the question answer and exercises also. And what I suggest to you, just read the chapter one once and start doing the question answer and exercises, and whatever the confusion or doubt and the queries, that will be clear in the next class, inshallah. So start doing exercises and question answers of this chapter, and whatever the doubt and the queries is there, will inshallah clear in the next class. But you can clear your doubts in the next class when you will start now. Means you will sit to do, then only you will know where what actually the doubts are there, where the confusion is. Okay, so start doing it. And the first chapter is, I think everybody's is done only. Yes. Okay. Okay. Then today, inshallah, after the class only, I will assign the work on the app for the first chapter, and in the next period when I will finish and discuss this question answers of second chapter, then I will assign the work of second chapter also. But today I will assign work of the chapter one. Okay.